If you recently watched Heretic and loved the hell out of it just as much as me, and you love faith movies, like movies that test your faith or question your faith in the horror genre, here are 2 recommendations for you. First up, I have Frailty, and this is one of the best horror movies ever made, in my opinion. It's more of like a thriller, but has horror movie elements. This stars Matthew McConaughey and Bill Paxton. The story entails a widowed father who lives with his 2 boys. Very normal life, very simple life. Until one day, the father comes in the boys' bedroom saying he has to tell them something. That God came to him and told him that he wants him to go and destroy demons, which are bad people. The boys have absolutely no idea what to think about this, but they're scared. This movie is extremely unsettling and unnerving. But in my books, it is a flat out 10 out of 10. I rewatch this all the time. Must see. I have a feeling most of you knew I was going to throw my number 1 favorite horror movie on here, The Others, starring Nicole Kidman. This film has shaken me since 2001 when it was released. This movie will intensely have you questioning everything. The story follows a mother and her son and daughter who live alone in this desolate mansion off of the coast. This is during the times of World War II. The father went off to war a while ago and they haven't heard any word on what happened to him. The house needs upkeeping, so Grace places an ad in the newspaper for some servants. 3 servants come knocking on Grace's door out of the blue. Grace hires them, and they start to live there. Shortly after these servants arrive, strange things start happening within the home. Grace hears clanking, noises, sees things, she's freaking out. Grace is an extremely religious woman, with very strong belief in God. However, the ending and the reveal of this movie, again, is going to leave your jaw dropped. My favorite number 1 horror movie of all time, no questions asked, 10 out of 10, must see, Amazon Prime or Apple TV. Now I know I said 2 films, but I have to throw The Righteous on here, making this my 3rd other selection. This film is extremely slow, very slow burn, but the message behind it and the faith testing in this is insane. The story follows an older retired priest who lives with his wife, and they lost their daughter. So they're both grieving and both miss and love her so much. One day, this random man appears at their door, needing help. But the old priest doesn't trust him 100%. And this man reveals who he is. And let's just say, this one is going to leave you speechless. But again, if you don't like slow burns, this is not the film for you. This is shot black and white, beautifully done, acting was superb. The ending was a little weird. I'm still trying to process it, but I do recommend it. Let me know if you have seen any of these 3 amazing films, and if you did see Heretic and loved it as much as me. Follow for all things horror if you're new here, and stay spooky.